G'day folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you guys are doing well. We're still in Cazador's palace, or, well, I guess this is the dungeon part of his palace. And we've just defeated him, in fact. We do need to check out his sarcophagus to see what happens next. But I would say that the fight went relatively well for us, except for Blue, that is, because he kept, going down. And, well, at the very least, he proved to be a good distraction for everything else while the rest of the team got the job done. Yeah, I guess the next thing for us to do is really just check in with all of the corpses and stuff that we've now produced as a result of this fight. But the fight wasn't too bad, actually. We sort of figured things out pretty early on to try and, do or avoid, and just making sure that Cazador was not powered up, so to speak. Now, in terms of the editing of the previous video and probably this one, I was going to try and, put my logo over, bits and pieces here and there, but wow, it was just too much of a challenge. I'm just going to restrict some elements of the video, so yeah, it'll be unedited in that regard. And look, you could barely tell, right? You'd probably have to squint, as long as I keep the camera far enough away. If we do zoom in, though, I'm probably going to have to do something about it. Oh, and one more thing before we even proceed to the sarcophagus is I totally forgot that the previous episode was our 200th episode, so happy 200th episodes to you guys. Thank you very much for viewing and supporting thus far. I do appreciate you guys being here. But without further ado, let's figure out what to do with Cazador.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust, and I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna need to make some decisions here. You can't finish the ritual. You'll kill all these people.
If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for persuading him to drop it. If we fail this, I think we only have one more inspiration, though, so yeah. I want you to live a life that you're proud of. You can't be proud of this.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Ooh. Bloody hell.
Is it over? Is he?
God damn it.
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
That depends. Can you keep your fangs to yourself?
What business is it of yours?
It will become everyone's business if you try to feast on half the city. This is just a friendly warning. Your choices are simple, really. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now that is a question.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
Oh, I feel like we could be dooming a whole bunch of people to become feasts for vampires, but I'll live with the consequences if that is the case. Let's release them. They do deserve the same chance.
Good. They deserve a chance at life. Nature will handle their fates from here.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't!
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Alright, and that's Astarion's questline done. We received... Whoa. Let me take a look at that. Very rare. Arcane enchantment, +1 bonus spell save DC. Arcane vampirism. When the creature affected by your spell fails any associated saving throws, you regain 1 to 4 hit points. And it has Blight. And it's a bound weapon? Ritually bound to its wielder. The weapon can't be knocked out of the wielder's hand and automatically returns to the wielder when thrown. That's kind of cool. I don't think this is, I mean, probably not as good as what we already have for Gale. What about Holson? He's got Despair of Athkathla. Little bit of extra damage. Plus the Arcane Vampirism. Actually, this seems like a decent replacement, to be honest. It does have Blight, and I think he has Blight as something that we've prepared, right? Perhaps maybe we can get rid of Blight as a prepared spell and replace it with something else, as long as it does the same amount of damage. Yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts, guys. I think just based on the damage output, well, look, is it even that good considering we don't use it to knock people around with, right? The 1 to 4 additional hit points if a enemy fails a saving throw is nice, though. Yeah, let's do that. But I mean, let me know, guys, if this is not the best, because we do get the same benefits out of Despair of Athkathla by using Woe. So yeah, let's
No one back home will ever believe
have a
this.
chat with Astarion and see what he says. Let's also just take a look at what Cazador has. Ooh, Rhapsody, 7 to 10 damage. Scarlet Remittance, gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, damage and spell save DC for every foe you slay, up to a maximum of +3. Sweet Bloodletting, possibly inflict bleeding when hitting a creature with this weapon while hiding or invisible. Wow, okay. I think that's pretty good for Astarion. He's our main stealth guy. What's this? The Tsar family ring. Let's take it. Don't really know what we'll do with it, but perhaps maybe we can show it to someone. Anything else in the sarcophagus? Ooh, key. Okay. Astarion?
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries, it's really over.
I'm proud of you. You did the right thing.
I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost, what I've gained, it's all so much. And God, all those spawn, free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
Okay, well, it's time to go back. Maybe a long rest is in order. I didn't really find anything or any corpses that could be looted, but I haven't tried this Chatterteeth. Okay, nothing too exciting there. So that was really interesting, and I couldn't help but sort of think the actor that acted out Astarion and the mocap for it, what a performance. Fantastic. And I couldn't help myself, but there's a lot of nudity in this one that I'm gonna have to censor. I'm literally forced to do that now, considering how close things were. let's take that. Take that as well. What's going on here? Vampires before Velioth. Our illustrious predecessors. Brief notes on the succession of master vampires in Baldur's Gate by Lady Incognita. All dates Dale Reckoning. 612 to 698. Aravask the Forebearer. 698 to 713. Zoltan Far the Eviscerator. 713 to 888. Madame Talon the Well-Preserved. 888 to 955. The Interregnum, Temporary Suppression by Lathandarians. Oh, okay. So... The Brotherhood of the... is it a Brotherhood? Sorry, the Church of Lathander maybe assaulted them and prevented any leaders from coming forward? 955 to 998. Blasius the Coryphy, who led her spawn in ecstatic blood dances. 998 to 1019. Dixon Nightbinder. 1019 to 1019. Fabler the Fleeting. Literally not even a year. 1019 to 1138. Hideous Gathwick, who knew not satiety. 1138 to 1204. Donella Sar the Ancient. Sorry, not the Ancient, the Architect, who opened the Tourmaline Depths. 1204 to 1276. Velioth the Martinent. And 1276 to present day, Cazador Zar the Avid. So it must be related to this Donella. Okay, very cool. Glad we swung by this little area here. And yeah, I don't know if I maybe over-prepared there with the sunlight spells. We only really needed the one person to cast sunlight, but I suppose maybe over-prepping wasn't such a bad thing in case one of the casters couldn't really get the spell out. But yeah, I mean, being able to cast that spell in the entire area makes a huge difference to that fight. It would have been so much harder without it. I assume we've seen everything here, so just gonna try and make our way out. I don't suppose we can have a chat with any of the folks that have been trapped in here. Oh. Ooh. Okay. There's Ulma, the Gur leader. We were supposed to find a... Was it a younger... No, we were supposed to find their children, right? I'm just trying to remember where that would be. Good people are grateful for a role in taking down Cazador Zar. Well, let's have a chat with these guys.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime.
And our children? What of their fate?
Cazador turned everyone we brought him into spawn. I can only assume your children were somewhere in those wretched cells. You'll find them in the Underdark, although you may not like what you find.
This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with that statement, because we don't really know what it means in the end. Let's have a chat
If you
with...
think those spawn will stay in the Underdark, you're a fool. We'll see them soon, mark my words.
all of these guys. Yeah, we should speak to them.
You could have killed them all. You could have ended Tsar's legacy today.
I will find my little ones. Wherever they are hiding. We will see what can be done.
Yeah, I guess some of them just want all of them dead. Some of them, considering their, you know, now their children are vampire spawn, perhaps maybe have a different idea.
I almost pity the Underdark for what you have released upon it.
Thousands of vampires spawn on the run. We will be busy, no doubt about it.
I wonder if they would be so forgiving as us with some of the spawn that decide not to feed on humans.
You let thousands of vampires spawn go free. How many will die because you could not do what needed to be done?
Anyone capable of killing a vampire as powerful as Cazador has my respect. But you are not a true hunter. Sparing the spawns was an error. Releasing them was an act of madness.
I suppose most of them are calling for them to just be wiped out, basically. Did we ever go down that way? I don't think we did. But then, how would we get back up, though? Or does it lead down to the main chamber?
Let's see what this does.
I'm willing to give it a try, though, because...
Keep your distance, darling.
No one's stopped me yet.
It's not like it's too difficult to try and get down there, I don't think.
That's curious. Step carefully. There's a trap.
Apparently there's a trap? Oh, okay, this thing is a trap. Well, let's disarm it then. Pelorson Blade. Radiant damage. Undead Bane. Attack rolls with this weapon have advantage against undead. 8 to 18. I'll probably need to review this. I mean... even Knife of the Undermountain King seems like it deals less damage than this thing. Although the boon that it provides is only for fighting against undead, though. Organ Rearranger. Reduce the number you need to roll critical hits while attacking by 1. This effect can stack when you roll 2 damage or less. Reroll the dice, taking the highest result. Shadow Blade. You have advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavily obscured targets when using this blade. if we take the 4 radiant damage out, yeah, it does still sit slightly higher, doesn't it? I don't know what to think of this. Again, I'll let you guys sort of guide me on that. And I do need to take a look at Astarion to see whether or not this is a decent thing for him to take. It doesn't seem to deal that much damage though. 7 to 10 damage. +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage and spell save DC for every foe you slay. So another +3. Could be good. I don't really know how to read that. Possibly inflict bleeding. Obviously, if we're using like a stealth attack, then we might have a chance to apply that bleeding. On crit, target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage with this weapon. Silences on hit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to review stuff, guys, so let's not get caught up with that for now. I am concerned about why, like, a lot of our guys are not bunched together. That's a little frustrating.
What now?
There is work to do.
Can I... yeah, let's just get everyone bunched together again. Whoa, no, we don't want to go up just yet. And yeah, let's just recast.
How delicious.
Featherfall.
Looking ahead. At the ready.
Hopefully this time around everyone will actually follow us down there, because what is going on? What is... Why are people not following us?
Trust no one. All right. There.
Speak to me.
Time to rest.
Goodness me.
Have to
All right,
keep going.
let's go. I don't know if I should have explored all of this before I even went to Cazador's main chamber. I get the feeling we might come across some traps, so might want to be a little bit careful. What is that? You can jump on top of it, though. Is there another one on the other side? No. Interesting. Oh, okay. Caustic brine. Okay, a little bit more going on here, and another door. Alright, so before we go through the door, I'm just gonna see if jumping on top of this thing would do anything. Let me just have a look at the map. Yeah, it's very strange. It does say that, you know, this is part of the map, essentially. I don't know for what purpose, though. Anyway.
What is needed?
Probably do want to just be a little bit careful here, make sure that we're not stepping into the brine.
Tread lightly.
Let's try this way.
Still breathing, despite everything. Bet I can crack that open.
Ooh, this could be a bit painful. Got a few thieves' tools on us, but... Oh, nice. Where does this lead to? Oh! Another entrance point to the sewers.
Very well.
It makes sense. But I was not expecting that. Grease ball. Let me just take a look at where we are in the scheme of things. Ah, okay, yes. This is that gondola thing that we didn't end up taking. There's a lot more in between, and then this is... I assume this is that vault area that we briefly visited, or is it another area? I'm just trying to recall. Or perhaps maybe the vault area was this one. I think it is, actually. This is the big vault here, which I don't think we could open from that side. Okay. Lorna Estelian. Again, maybe we should just have a chat, see what she's all about. I don't know if she's, like, part of the Ballists, or maybe is she with the Gur group, or... yeah, what the deal is.
Ah, a friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well?
A party in the sewers?
I know. Bit strange, isn't it? But then you have to be open to trying new things. The venue's called The Palace. Not sure what it stands for, but it sounds very exclusive. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes. Looks a bit like your friend here.
Oh dear. I assure you, it's not.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel.
You've had a very lucky escape. Your date was a vampire.
A vampire? No, he wasn't. Was he?
Oh, he disapproves of that.
Why am I still here? He could have had me by the neck any time he liked.
Mother, may I? I'm positively starved.
You sure he didn't try?
He did seem quite interested in my collarbones. I thought that was just his thing, if you catch my drift.
You have no idea.
You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
Hey, but she just like leaves and goes through the palace, or what's the deal? Anyway, since we're here, we may as well take a look at all this stuff. Don't really have too much, apparently. Oh, where did she go? She just like disappeared in a split second. Missing posters. Don't really see anything else interesting. Do I want to take the gondola? I could. So I'm just wondering whether or not the gondola stops anywhere in between. But I assume not. Just gonna clear up all of this, and then I will probably make my way back to, I'm gonna say maybe Rivington, because I feel like it might be time for us to confront Gortash. Guys, please get on board.
Shall we continue?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Oh. Kithrak Voss is here. I wonder if he's here because he's gonna try and save Lae'zel. Well, let's have a chat with him.
By the glory of Mother Gith, tell me you've taken the Orphic Hammer.
Not yet. Not yet.
Ah, you've finally come. Have you retrieved the Orphic Hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken?
Where are the rest of your allies?
The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself.
We haven't exactly had too many more attacks from Vlaakith, have we? Did you sell anything? Got potion. I haven't recovered the hammer just yet.
Then I will wait here until you have. The chains that bind Orpheus also bind the whole of the Githyanki people.
Okay, let's continue on. Come on, Ursa. Do we go for Gortash, or maybe we head back to Helsik, actually? I think it's the central wall that we want. Oh, God. Alright. Forgotten about the rest of the group. Let me just bunch them together. Let's see, how close are we? Yeah, we're relatively close. But I do want to do a long rest before we even go back in there, so we can have a chat with Astarion once he's sort of gathered his thoughts. So yeah, let's do that. I'll check in with everyone as well, see what everyone thinks about the entire situation.
Always at your side.
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy. Or any sense of what is just. Who knows? There is often more ignorance than insight in what they say.
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man. Though, I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
Astarion resisted the allure of Cazador's would-be powers, and I am glad of it. Whatever he would have gained would have come at a great price.
Astarion showed restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
So I'm just rethinking our approach here, guys. I did say we might go to Helsik, but I think I'm going to change my mind and pivot to dealing with Gortash. The reason for that is because if we're going to try and get the hammer to free Orpheus, it's probably a good idea for us to have Lae'zel with us, which means dealing with Gortash comes first, and then dealing with Orin comes after, and then we go and retrieve the hammer. That's sort of my thought process at the moment.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. Wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much. Overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face.
We did a good thing back there. I won't dwell on the matter. I know that's not a sentiment you're accustomed to reveling in, but rest assured, your actions have spoken for themselves.
Me? You're referring to Astarion? Anyway, here's what we're here for.
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever.
And how does it feel?
Invigorating. Terrifying. All of the above. I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. To losing myself. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you.
Wow. Coming from Astarion, Astarion's been probably the most difficult one, or would Lae'zel be the most difficult person in the party? I'm not entirely sure, but he's, you know, done a bit of a 180. I'm sure he'll have his moments, though. Do you think we did the right thing, freeing all those vampire spawn?
I have to hope so. And if not, at least there's only so much damage they can do in the Underdark. But that first rush of freedom can be intoxicating. I didn't always make the best decisions when I first tasted it. They'll need guidance. I only hope my siblings are up to the challenge. The Underdark is not a forgiving place.
You know, Astarion, you saved yourself. I just gave you a push.
You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
Cool. I was sort of hoping that we would have, like, legions of, you know, vampires at our disposal for whatever final fight there might be. You know, because we're trying to gather allies, right? Like, is there anything about that? This is a very long list. I know the Gur are probably on our side, which is good. But, they were very disapproving of our decision to free a lot of the vampires. Anywho, it's time for that long rest, so let's just quickly do that. Alright, anyone have anything else to say? Doesn't look like it. Just going to check on the journal just to see where we're at with quest lines. Deal with the devil. Yeah, this will probably just disappear once we steal the hammer. Free Orpheus sounds like a way to get to Raphael's House of Hope. Should follow the instructions. So the portal is something accessible from Helsig's place on the 2nd floor, my assumption is. Embrace our potential. So we've got the tadpole, which we're not going to use. Kithrak Voss. That'll also come with whatever we're doing at Orpheus's, sorry, not Orpheus's place, Raphael's place. Free the artist. Yes, that's right. We've got to find the zombie. Aid the Underduke. We entered the sewers. The Stone Lord must be here somewhere. Okay. Dribbles the Clown. Still haven't found all parts of Dribbles. Thrumbo, yep. Rakath's gold. We need to track down the stolen gold. Oh man, I am so confused. The only issue that I have with the stuff happening in the sewers is I don't want to get too close to where Orin is in fear that she might actually do something to Lae'zel, right? So I think Gortash is our target here. So let's head out there. And in terms of the people that I'm going to bring with me, though, I mean, it's been fun with Astarion, but I would like other people in the party. So let's grab, I want to say Karlach?
What's on your mind?
Plus,
You know I'm up for it, but
if we're
the party's
defeating
a little full.
Gortash, then Karlach's probably going to want to be there for that. Anyone else who should be there to defeat Gortash? I would say maybe Will.
Always good to talk, my friend. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. Let's make...
Sweet. Okay, cool. So we've got in Will and Karlach probably a couple of tanks there. I mean, Holson can tank as well if we really need it, but time to head back to Rivington. I should have just used the map. So, south span of Worms Crossing, I think.
On my way.
Yeah, is there no spawn point in the fortress itself? I don't think so.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Wherever it is, to feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy. Shh.
Let's go to Calmsgard.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel.
Can fix anything.
No, he merely offered patronage.
Wait a second. Why is the bridge down? Can we not enter at this point? The hell? I'm gonna have to figure out another way into the fortress. Is that right? So, I guess every single fist in here is going to be hostile now. God, alright, how do we get back in? I'm just trying to remember now. We might need the rat again to try and get in. And it's sort of through the dungeon area. Can we have a chat with one of these guys?
On with you then.
You're good to go.
So, I wonder at what point does the gate go back up? Unless, sorry, I've just had a thought now. I was about to try getting in there the difficult way, but can I backtrack from Basilisk Gate?
best be on my way.
Yeah, so we can return to Worms Crossing from here. Oh, just realized. Haven't looked at this mailbox, have I? Stolen chickens. A letter from a disgruntled citizen whose chickens were seized by Lord Gortash's men. The end reads, "It's not as if that brazen, puffed-up toad of a lord needs the meat. Sheer nastiness for nastiness' sakes. I demand my chickens back, especially Coo and Tutu, the sweetest little cluckers you could imagine. If those two end up on the chopper's block, I will make such a fuss you won't know what hit you. Direct complaint to Fist Colts. To whom it may concern, I am writing to inquire after the well-being of one Harbour Colts, a trainee Fist. I am his mother and have every right to know how my boy is doing. Though I know it is frowned upon for recruits to contact home during training, please reply immediately with information on how he's eating, if the shoulder he broke as a boy is holding up all right, and whether his fellow recruits are treating him fairly. Additionally, please inform him that all is well here at home, and his cat Bartholomew misses him very much. I expect a swift reply addressed to Mrs. Avery Colts. Squatters at Old Garlow's place, we've seen that one. Municipal sanitation notice, yeah, we've seen that one as well. Alright, back to Worms Crossing. Hopefully we can do what we need to do. I hope it doesn't just like throw us in front of the in front of the fortress, because yeah, that's going to be a bit annoying. Cool, yes, okay, exactly where we need to be.
Light on my feet.
I don't know if the fists are all going to be hostile, or if we can just simply waltz in here. Oh, hang on. No, they are very much hostile. Okay, alright, well... this is gonna be problematic. And we're not even ready for a fight right now, actually. Let me just quickly prepare. So, let's get Water Elemental out. Will, Armor of Agathis, as usual. We'll do a recovery. Okay, and...
Don't be shy.
I don't think there's really too much more for us to do. Oh, hang on. Yes, there is. We do need Symbiotic Entity. I may reserve our haste until we actually see Gortash. That is, provided we can't do a long rest before we actually go see him. Let's do Hero's Feast. We'll send all of that to the camp, and let's do our Long Strider. Alright, so,
what to do? Breathe deep and move.
Water Elemental, I think what we could do is... tuck it right there. Get in as close as we can. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to, you know, get in too many sneak attacks here, but we should try to get people ready for closing the distance.
Eyes open, mouth shut. Careful.
Yeah, I don't know if we should do haste. There's only, at least what I can see... Well, I was gonna say 3 enemies. No, there's actually quite a few. Do we need to knock out all of these guys? I don't know, I feel like that might be a little bit tedious. Unless, I'm just having a think here, unless there is a way for us to just simply bypass all of the fist to try and get to Gortash. Is that a possibility? Because these guys just don't know any better, right? Is there a way? If I went through the other way, through the dungeon, I could potentially avoid the fight in the front. Maybe. Although I would have to sort of pass by very close to that group. Alright, I think I'm overthinking it. So...
I am stooped but ready. At once.
I think I'm just gonna end all of our turns that way.
Keeping my head down.
Oh, actually, no. We're not even in turn-based mode just yet. Let us go into turn-based mode. And... how do we open, though? It's a very good question. I think, considering the environment we're in, maybe it might not be a bad idea to get all of these guys coming to us. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a decent opener. Okay. And... I think that's it for blue. He did succeed the checks, though. Which means he's kind of still hidden.
I have a lot on my mind.
Oh, hang on. So I don't understand why he wasn't in stealth there after having succeeded all of those stealth checks. But anyway, he's been discovered now, so...
What is it?
I tried to do, like, cloud kill over here. I have never used cloud kill before, but... Nice. Can we get close enough to do something like spreading spores? We can. Let's do something like that.
The bear lies within me.
So these guys are going to have to try and get through all of that deadliness right in the center. Will...
Every step counts.
We may as well do this. Hang on. What is going on here? Oh, yes, that's right. He's not using his shield because we need Jeweler's enthusiasm to kick in. How far can I challenge someone to a duel? Okay. Pretty far. Let's do... do we want to do Flame Strike? I think I want to save my spell slots for when more of them are bunched up together. So I can only hit 2 of them. Let's do Eldritch Blast. Yeah. With any luck, these guys may actually die. And if I can, just, you know, being outside of the spikes, challenge to a duel? No, I can't. Okay. I'll take that. And what kind of weapons do we have here? Halberd. Does he still have slashing? Yeah, okay. So probably don't need to worry about that then. Let's tuck Will back here. And look, Ursa's not really going to be able to do too much until these guys come out anyway, so...
Nothing important is ever easy.
Nature shall be defended at any cost.
Cool. Considering where we're at with the episode, I think this is probably a good place to call it. Let's take a break, and when we come back, well, we're going to muscle our way all the way to Gortash. Hopefully we can get there. What I am concerned about are all of those static, like, turret things that we saw last time we, you know, tested the very hot waters in this place. But I guess I'll deal with that when I actually approach it, which presumably will be on the second floor. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Drop me a like down below if you enjoyed it. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.